I want to talk about the Democratic National Convention coming to Chicago. As the number one thing on people's mind is the economy. The management for when immigrants are coming in is terrible. Hi everyone, welcome back to Roots to Riches, where we talk about business, politics, and how it impacts everything all together. My name is Erik Cascio. I'll be your host today. Click like and subscribe, hit subscribe to our channel. We're growing very quickly. We're excited. And so we want to give you more information as things go on. But today I want to talk about the Democratic National Convention coming to Chicago. As you guys know, I'm a Chicagoan, and I love to talk about the city. I love to talk about politics and business, how it goes in effect, all combined. So one of the things that I'm going to want to mention is the DNC, as they come and arrive this weekend to Chicago and host. They're going to have to talk about a lot of things and how it impacts locally, but also how it impacts nationally. And I'll tell you, Chicago is one of the biggest cities in the nation. I'm sure everything that impacts the city here is probably going to impact all across the nation and other blue states. So the thing that the DNC and Kamala Harris, with her VP nomination, will have to talk about is, one, I believe the number one thing on people's mind is the economy. People are struggling right now. They're seeing gas and food prices and taxes going up on their paychecks. I mean, you look at the inflation. The Federal Reserve just came out for the month of July saying that inflation has gone down to 2.9. But what's really happening is they're only taking a small portion of month to month, or maybe every 2 months, and taking a look at that rate of growth, which is a very, very small time period. If we extend it further beyond, let's say 2021, so from January 2021 to today, real inflation's up probably over 18%. Now you can go on to usinflationcalculator.com and take a look at some of those things, and I can even show you on the examples of what $1 equals to. Compared to January of 2021 to today, your $1 would have to equal to $1.16 to $1.18. So that means your purchasing power since January of 2021 has decreased by 16 to 18 cents. And we're all feeling it. And so regardless of the reports on your Wall Street journals and other news publications where they're telling you, hey, inflation's going down, really it's not telling you the whole picture. It's telling you just a fraction segment of where inflation is between a 2-month period. We're feeling it every day as we go out and shop for our groceries, as we go out to a nice dinner. We're seeing food prices skyrocket. We're seeing gas prices, which Illinois, by the way, is second highest in the nation for gas taxes. We are second highest in the nation for property taxes. And unfortunately, we're number one with unemployment rates. So we are feeling the constraints here locally in Illinois and Chicago. The DNC is going to have to really address a lot of these issues. And I think the next thing that they're going to have to issue and address is immigration. Now, I can tell you, living in Chicago and experiencing and seeing everything around us, the management for when immigrants are coming in is terrible. We really don't know where to put the immigrants or how to house them. And so what's happening is the city, along with the state, is spending a lot of money. We're talking millions and millions of dollars almost every month, trying to house and support the immigrants to get them up to speed. But really, there was no real plan ahead of time. And so what's happening now is they're going into different neighborhoods, specifically lower income neighborhoods that are impacting the Black and brown communities, and they're almost shoving them out with expending all of their resources. And so I mentioned this on the previous episode, if you take a look, of how immigration is used to push out the local communities and almost can ignite a gentrification trigger. And so As immigrants are coming in, they're taking up a lot of resources, the city budgets that were unplanned for. Those monies that can be used locally to help residents in the city and citizens, working citizens, well, we can use that money, millions of dollars every month. We can actually use that for something that can help our U.S. citizens and something that can help our Chicago residents, and simply it's not happening. And so those are two things I believe. The economy, people are struggling financially when you go out to those grocery stores, when you go out to eat, everything. And then also the amount of resources that are being spent housing and providing for the immigrants, which that money could potentially be used for our U.S. citizens and the residents of Chicago. And so really, there needs to be a really good plan. And unfortunately, I don't know if they have it. We'll see if it's going to be a major gaslight event that's going to happen over the next few days, or do they actually have a really good plan? And so we'll see. We'll look and see how things go from there.